Hey guys, it's Josh from Austin Underground. I'm here at Warped Tour with the guys of Vanna. How you guys doing?
Good man, how are you?
Doing good as well. So Warped Tour kicked off yesterday in Dallas. So how has it been so far, I guess?
Dallas was really cool. It was hot. It was sweaty. I felt like I was going to die, but it was really cool. The kids were amazing. Couldn't really ask for a better. We played at 2 o'clock. Just couldn't really ask for a better set time. It was awesome, man. It was a great day one. That's all I kept on saying to people at home was like, what a great day one to be out here. So, and I'm glad that we're getting like rid of Texas early. Not that we don't love you guys, but like it's hot and it's only gonna get worse. So it's good that we're here now.
Yeah, well, as you can see, we're here in San Antonio and it's pretty raining outside a little bit.
Yeah.
So Texas weather can be bipolar at times.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how is like the scheduling of Warped Tour? How is that going to affect you guys? I know y'all played an early set in Dallas. You play a later set here today, and then future dates, I'm sure you're going to play early and then even later.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, I'm teaching classes with Think TEI out here, and then I'm also doing I'm training with Rise Above Fitness. So my days are kind of like scattered, and like I got lots of stuff to do.
When you start, and then when you finally will be done with everything.
Yeah, you look at your schedule and go, okay, you start the same every day, and you go, when do I end? You know?
When do I stop?
Right, like Joel loads all the gear in the morning, and then sometimes you'll be like, we load in and we play first or second, and then it's go time, then it's done, and then they're done for the day, which is pretty cool. So it's always different. It's like it keeps you on your toes, which is good. You can't really be lazy and sleep in. At least for our band, we can't.
all right, so yesterday you guys had a pretty big day because I saw that someone proposed in front of you guys.
Yeah.
In front of y'all's tent. So how was that witnessing a proposal?
It was great. He wanted to do it during our set, but it was day one, and we kind of wanted to get our own feet wet. So we're like, hey, why don't you come to the tent? We'll all be there, and it'll be a little quieter too. And we don't also have to put her on the spot in front of 1,000 people. That'd be kind of unfair. But but yeah, it went great. I definitely did not expect that, and she said yes. So yeah, it was very cool.
Not our first proposal.
Oh, really?
No, we've had about 3 or 4. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, maybe there'll be more here on Warped Tour. You never
I would
know.
love. I am so down for just people like, get married during our set, make out during our set, like find the love of your life, find your best friend. Like that's what this is all about, is just love. So like, when the guy said it, I was like, don't do while we play, do it at the merch table, be cool. Like he set her up to get a photo, and then he had the person just wait and just got on one knee, and she was like, what's going on? And we were all like, because we all knew about it, So yeah, it was so cool. Like that photo that was taken was just like snapped real quick. So yeah, dude, it was cool. So yeah, propose to your like significant others. Do it. It'd be awesome. Yeah, get married. I will marry the both of you guys. Do it.
We'll get registered so we can be we'll be ministers, so we'll be good.
Awesome. So you guys a new album is coming out pretty soon. So what can fans expect from you?
Well, the first thing you expect is you can come to Warped Tour and buy it, because we're selling it right now. We're selling it a little bit early because we just wanted to give it to the kids and have them start listening to it now, because the online response from the 2 new songs it's like staggering. I keep on like, guys, look. And it's selling super well, pre-orders. It's the best-selling record ever, and I don't know if kids realize how important it is to buy a band's record for their first week, because their first week numbers are gonna basically dictate what they do the rest of the year, getting tours and everything else. So, but it's been going really well. It's been really cool, and I think that kids, whatever you've heard from the record so far, I don't even think you're ready to even like whatever else happens. Some kid tweeted last night that was like, I thought the 2 new Vanna songs were good until I listened to the whole record, and like holy crap, this record, So it's like, that's what we want from kids. We want kids to be like, wow, like those 2 songs are great, but the rest, everything else is even better, So there's definitely some gems on the record that we were like thinking about releasing as singles, and we were like, let's wait, because there's stuff that we did on that record that we've never done before, we've never tried before.
We all talked about any one of those songs we would have happily been a single. So it actually was very hard to pick what exactly to release first and second, and so we're stoked that everyone is now going to start being able to hear the whole record, because it was really hard to figure out what exactly to give them the first couple times.
So what was the songwriting and recording process like for this album?
Well, it usually kind of starts, for the most part, with a seed idea between either myself or Nick, the other guitarist. We'll kind of generate a skeleton of a song, like a verse and a chorus, or a verse, chorus, and a bridge, or even just a riff, and like, go, like there's something here, and we just need another set of eyes and ears to kind of like expand upon it. So me and Nick, actually, we write really well together because we are so two different styles that where I kind of like drop off and don't have any ideas, that's usually where he has ideas, and vice versa. And then what we'll usually do is just bring it to the band, and then as a band we polish it up and fine-tune it and, you know, fill in any holes and make it real. And then that's when Dave starts thinking about lyrics and where he wants stuff to go, and that helps push things around. So it starts with one or two of us, but then it ends with the whole band for the most part, you know. And then when we get to the studio, we reworked everything and did it again. So you constant rework and rework and rework. It's just like, you know, any other art form, you know. The first one is not going to be the final product. You're going to sit there and redo it over and over again until you're as satisfied as you can be.
I think that I go into the writing process before they start writing, and I'm like, here's what I've been writing the last year, like the stuff that I've been writing. Here's my vibe on it, like, do that. So whatever these themes are to you in a guitar, do those themes, you know? And then get it back, and I'm like, yep, that's it. It's so funny how writing with these guys, I'll give them a theme of like, I don't give them like riffs. I don't play anything very well. I do play one really good song really well. But I give these guys a theme and a feeling, and I'm like, this is what I'm feeling for this song. I come back and write. I can literally just take my lyrics and be like, yep, fits perfectly. It's exactly what I want. This record, I think, was like the easiest record to write. I'm pretty sure this one was like the easiest one to write for us.
Studio with 10 songs, and they really didn't change that much. I know we say we rework, but you know, a lot of it was finesse. It was little subtle things that help the parts that we already had pop that much better, or hit that much harder, or, you know, or resonate or whatever. But for the most part, a lot of the initial writing processes would start with Dave and Nick texting, or me and Dave texting and being like, I kind of want to write a song that's kind of like this. And then like 3 days later, I'll send him a sound clip of a demo. I'm like, how about that? He's like, cool, yeah, perfect, exactly what I was thinking about. And then, you know, it bounces back and forth like that for a few months until we have enough to really sit down as a band and start ironing out entire songs. So it's really organic.
We like lock ourselves in like a house together for a few days and just get it done, just get it out, and we have fun doing it. It's cool, and especially on this new record, we have a new drummer. Our drummer of a few years ended up getting a really good job offer and needed to go do that. So we got a drummer who's, you know, was one of our really close friends, and he brought a whole new element to it. He would take these riffs that we had with the demo drums, and he would do something completely different. I'm like, yes, that's it. That's what we want. So I think our drummer is a very, very, very vital part of the new record. He would be here in this interview, but I don't really know if he knows how to like talk or like speak. He's very.
He's actually a psycho.
He's a
I love him
you,
to death.
You probably put on a character and do that, not the real thing. But shout out to Seamus, he's the real hero here.
Yeah, definitely the MVP of the record. I texted the group chat when we got our very first mixes back. First thing out of my mouth was like, Seamus gets the MVP. Like these drums make the album. Like any drummers out there that follow the band or have heard of the band, like sit down and listen to the record through once and just pay attention to the drums, and you'll be very impressed. Like honestly.
Awesome. So, what were some of the ideas and concepts behind this album?
I think Dave and Nick and I and everybody, we set off on this idea that we never really had, but we wanted to kind of flush out the rest of the remaining elements of people who write what they think they're supposed to write and write songs that they think are supposed to fit into a particular genre. And we were like, we're just going to write what we wanted to write the whole time, or what we think should have been written. You know, we're fans of like, you know, 2000s new metal and, you know, all kinds of different weird genres that we love, but like, you know, speaking for myself as a kid, I would get made fun of for what I liked, and so you would almost change your musical, you know, tastes because it wasn't cool to like that. And then, you know, now I'm in my mid-20s and I'm like, oh, I can like whatever the hell I want to like, so I'm gonna go back to liking what I like, and I'm gonna write music like that. And then we'd hear these musics and be like, oh, that song is almost perfect if you would just do this one little thing. So we're like, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that one little thing. And we wrote what we think is kind of like a metalcore, new metal, rock and roll, alt rock, like, you know, perfect record that sums us up. You know.
I think that the people are like, oh, what are your influences on this record? I hear like a lot of, they name like all these like newer relevant bands, and I'm like, I mean, honestly, if you wanted like Chevelle, Metallica, Slipknot, like all stuff that we listened to when we were kids that were songs to us that like got us through high school and middle school and got us through times that, yeah, like Joe said, we maybe made fun of to listen to, but we loved it. And so with this record, we wanted to give these kids 10 songs that they can be anthems for them, that they can be proud of.
Like, you know, stand behind every word, note, you know, breakdown, chorus, you know, time signature choice, you know, everything. You're like, that's exactly what I wanted. And like, you know, no uncompromising.
Listen to a demo track and you're like, that's what I wanted to. We didn't do the thing where like, well, here we should flip up a time signature and make it cool. No, let's just make it drop, but to make you want to bob your head and have some fun and like that. And the whole thing with the lyrics, the lyrical part of it as well, is that I wanted to, coming off of Void, I wanted to write a record that was like, because Void's all about the shortcomings I had in my life and my problems and my issues and bearing basically my soul. This record is basically just about like, yeah, I was this messed up kid. I was a bad person, and I'm owning all of that. You know, this record is you owning yourself, all your triumphs, all your failures, everything that you are, being like, no, I'm proud of where I came from. And these songs are songs that are like, for us anyways, very much like those iconic songs when we were kids, to like be like, no, this is what I'm about. You want to know what I'm about? It's this song. This is what I'm about. You know, when you're 15 years old and you can sum up your whole life by like, I don't know, like one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that's what we want, you know. This will be a throwback for everybody else. I was thinking about this, writing these lyrics, and I was thinking about putting them in my away message on Instant Messenger, on AOL. No young kids will know what I'm talking about, but that's what I was thinking about. Is like these are the words that define me. Who I want to put in my AOL Instant Messenger name. Like that's what I was thinking about when we wrote this. We just wanted to write 10 anthems for kids. They're just simple that kids are like, yes, this is me. You know what I mean? That was it.
I feel like it happened because we see more and more. We see, you know, Instagram's the new aim. You know, you see them post a picture of whatever they're doing that day, and then the lyrics from your band are in the photo. You're just like, that's the same thing. That just what I did 10, 12 years ago. That's what just happened again.
And you can say that. You can sit here and say, well, the internet's not important. You shouldn't write music for the internet. Like, the internet is literally a representation of how these kids feel and what they put on there, and we pay attention to that. And it's exactly just like AIM when we were kids, and Live Journal and all that other stuff. And it's the form that we can listen to kids and be like, this is what they need to hear. And when we go on there and see kids writing lyrics and that we wrote, and they're just getting ready for their day, and like that's what we want. We don't want to just be that band you go see on Friday night when we roll to your town. We want to be that band that you bump every single minute of your day, that put in your earbuds, you put in your car. You jam these songs because these songs are important to you. You know, in the record, there's a little note, and it just at the end of it, it just simply says, "Put this record on whenever you want to. I hope it helps." That's all it's for.
Yeah, that's really great that you guys are also helping y'all's fans with this album as well.
We're just trying. I mean, that's the whole goal. Is like, the thing is like playing music and all this. To us, it's always been about the connection between us and them, knowing that we're just the same as they are, that we go through problems, they go through problems, the same kind of thing. So why not sing about those problems so that they know that maybe, just maybe, and I'm not saying I'm important, but maybe, just maybe, that they like our band and they look up to us and they're struggling. Maybe they need that extra little push to know, well, this is my favorite band, and they wrote about how they got through a divorce, a depression, anxiety, getting bullied. And if they can get through it, I can get through it, because in reality, all those kids is us a long time ago, and they're gonna be us on this stage, making music and playing hopefully soon enough. So like, it's such a constant cycle that we just want to push that like we're in this together, man, and that's all it is.
Yeah, that's really great to hear. So outside of performing, when you guys are not on stage, what do you guys like to do for fun, just to...
Like when we're together on tour?
Yes, when you guys are together, what is it that you guys like to do?
Vanna is a group of, I gotta choose my words very carefully because it's 2016 and everyone gets offended by everything. Vanna's a group of nearly brain dead, never serious human children, rude New England human children. We just love to have fun with each other, and like, we make up jokes, and by the end of the tour, when we leave those, we go home to our wives and girlfriends, and we try to do those jokes, and they're like, stop. And then those jokes just die, and then we just make new ones. We just try to have a good time. Like, I mean, honestly, like, we all have shortcomings. We all get on each other's nerves. We all do stupid stuff. At the end of the day, we're 5 best friends that love playing music together, and we love getting in a band together. Like, this band's been a band for so long, it wouldn't have continued happening if we didn't love each other and really love it. You just got to learn to be a complete idiot. Like, you just got to learn to do that. So we all love the outdoors. We love days off to go do cool stuff. We're very active. We don't like to sit around and do nothing. We go to Europe. We like to travel around and sightsee. We all
active tourists. We tell if you go somewhere new and a tour manager goes, "What do you want to do on the dock?" It's like, what do all the tourists do? Bring us to the cool place, because this is us going on vacation, and we also happen to be playing shows that day. So it's like, I want to go see the Eiffel Tower. I want to go see a glacier in Alaska. I want to go to a wildlife preserve. It's we may or may not ever have the chance again to go to these places. So like, I want to see as much as I can, because not many people get to go see. In 2 years, 3 years, I've seen more countries than most people see in their entire lives. So it's like, I'm going to make the best of it, So, be it movies or, cool places, cool buildings, historical stuff, anything like that.
So do you guys have any tips for your fans coming to Warped Tour?
Yeah, hydrate. Drink so much water, because I've drank like, start drinking all the night before. I've drank like 3 gallons of water and I haven't even peed yet today. Drink a lot of water. Sunscreen. Don't drink beer. Don't, because you're underage, drink like a strawberry limerita in your car. Don't do that. Just drink a lot. Yeah, do that when you get home. Drink a lot of water, and make sure you get a schedule and you circle the bands you want to see. All the schedules have maps on them. Make sure you know where the stages are, and literally come and see as much as you can. If that means you have to leave a Vanna set 5 minutes early to go catch a yellow card set, and then you have to leave that 10 minutes early to go catch a Newfound Glory. Just get all the bands you can see as much as you can.
Also, be aware, almost every single band on this tour will be somewhere you can meet them. You want to meet Vanna, you want to meet the dudes in Yellow Card, you want to meet the dudes in any band. Almost all of them are doing signings right after their set. It's one of a very few chances you'll get to meet so many bands underneath such lax, conditions. You just swing by the tent and be like, "Oh, there's Nick from Vanna, just hanging, slinging t-shirts." The guys, we don't just sit in the bus all day. I mean, some guys do, but the majority of bands and guys out here, they want to meet as many people as they can. So, bring a marker, because if you want to sign something and you pass Davey on the way to him getting something, "Yo, sign this," and you give a marker, cool, look at that. You grabbed a signature that you may not see Davey again for a year, or might not even be able to make it to a show. You got to just be ready to experience this entire tour, because there's so much you can do. There's classes you can sign up for. There's meet and greets for other bands. There's nonprofits you should talk to. There's anything that's going on in your life. There's probably at least 5 tents here that pertain to it.
Well, thank you guys for talking with us here at Warped Tour. Wish the best of luck for the rest of the tour.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, bud.